Hello, fellow human! Welcome back to another Dank Doggo rSlash entitled Parents. We have 3 stories in total for you guys today. The first story is posted by /Madness25 with the title of My Uncle's Wife. I grew up pretty conservative Christian. My mom was born a Mennonite in a colony but left around 16. My sister and I were raised in pants only and a minimum makeup before 18. Like, if you could tell you were wearing any, it was too much. Anyway, nobody likes my uncle's wife. She has to be better than everyone else in every way, and it all drives us nuts. They were coming over once for Thanksgiving, I think, so my mom taught me how to put in eyeliner. Crazy, I know. When she got to our house, she flipped her crap, saying I can't wear makeup in front of her daughters, ages 10 and 8, because it will influence them. I was told to go and take it off at once. So my mom and I walk into the bathroom and she made it even thicker and sent me out. Best day of my life. For Christmas that year, we dyed my hair hot pink. Her face when she saw that makes me happy to this day. Her older daughter chose blue and her younger one chose purple. Wow. The aunt is borderline super conservative and entitled at the same time. On to the second story, written by /Barf Queen. I need that toilet paper! So here's a quick one that happened to me at the beginning of the quarantine, right when all the rushes on the supermarket started, and the paper goods start vanishing. I got a call from my mother at like 7 a.m. telling me to switch on the news and that I should probably run to the store now. Look at my storage closet, 1 roll of TP left. Well crap, okay, I guess I have to go. So I get to the first store, they have the groceries I need but no toilet papers. Go to the second store, nada. And the third store, nada. Finally, I get on the highway and drive 30 minutes upstate. They were on the shelves under the red glow of the giant bullseye of 4 27 packs of TP. The only packs in the stores, the only packs within miles. I've struck gold, folks. Curiously, there were several shoppers with carts. I only needed one thing, so I didn't need to take a cart. Just sort of, I don't know, patrolling if you will. As if they were in slight orbit around these TP packages, with one eye looking out front and the other trained on the shelf. I got the feeling that no one wanted to be the first to make a grab for the TP. Well, let me tell ya, I grabbed one of those packs so fast, it was like lightning, faster than a speeding bullet. Deadlier than the strike of the mantis shrimp. I like to wipe my butt, folks. So now I've got the TP in my hands, white knuckles like you wouldn't believe, and I go make a hasty beeline for the checkout. Immediately, one of the orbital shoppers, an early middle-aged woman with a half-full cart, start chasing me, all while they're shouting, Hey, I need those! I have children, I need those! Don't ignore me, you duck! You don't need those. I have children. I don't know what is it with people like this, but they only seem to want things that other people have. You see, despite the fact that there were 3 unclaimed 27 packs of TP on the shelf, none of other shoppers made a move. This woman had to have mine. Because I guess the idea that a single man could be buying TP when her children needed it grounds her gears that much? I mean, how did she know I didn't have like 13 good Christian children of my own back home? Well, I don't, but you know, the point still stands. Anyway, I'm still moving toward the register. It's all the way across the store. Ugh. And she's still hooting and hollering at me with the I have kids and stop ignoring me while falling about 10 feet behind and closing. Finally, I've had enough. I turn and loud enough for the half of the store to hear, shout the first thing that popped into my head. I have diarrhea! Well, let me tell you, she came to the wide eyes, screeching halt. Without a word, she turned around and went straight back from Wayne's to where she came. I managed to get to the register without further incident. In fact, after my announcement, just about everybody was keeping their distance. I checked out, run to my car, clutching that package like it was the Ark of Covenant, and headed home to deal with my non-existent diarrhea. Plot twist! Imagine my shock when I got at home to find my roommate proudly displaying the TP he had managed to find just under 10 minutes from our apartment on his first try. The plot twist really hit me. What a lucky guy on his first try. Wow! On to the final story shared by u/YouBitsNone. Entitled parents try to coach own daughter how to treat retail staff rudely. So this is a story about my own mother. Yep, she's the entitled parent. So I'm a young lady with a rather large chest. I'm an E in my country. I think I'm an E in my country, and I think a double D in the USA. Because of that, if I'm leaving the house, bras are mandatory. But 2 years ago when I was 19, I bought most of the comfortable bras I'd ever bought before. It was soft and silky, had nice, thick straps, 5 back clamps, etc. I only had that bra for about 3 months until the underwire broke free and started to stab me. It happened at university, and when I got home from that afternoon, I told my mother about it. I like to think I take good care of my bras, as I usually only get rid of them because I outgrew them or the straps became too loose beyond adjustment, but not because they break. The bra was $60 and only 3 months old, so maybe it was just defective? Bras really should not only last 3 months, so I was going out to the store and asked for exchange or refund. The only thing was I did not have a receipt. Like I said, I take good care of my bras, so I did not think to keep the receipt. I also was not a part of their brand customer reward service as I only bought products there once for sale, so they could not look up for name/membership/profile with them. I told this to my mom and wondered what should I do. Well, that's not okay, my mother started. You know what to do, right? Let them know that it is illegal for them to sell faulty products. Do not leave the store until you have that refunded. If the cashier says they can't refund it without a receipt, then ask to speak to the manager. They'll sort you out. My mother never worked in retail herself, but I, at this point in time, had been for about 4 or 5 years. I know the annoyance of the phrase, "Can I speak to your manager?" And I was not going to enforce that on an innocent civilian. "No, I'm not going to do that," I replied. "That would be just rude." "Well, I could do it for you then. I'll just say, my daughter bought a defective bra, which is illegal to sell, and we demand a refund, because according to the law." No, we're not doing that either. It's not the cashier's fault that one bra happened to be defective, so I'm not going to treat them as if it is. I'll just go in, explain my situation, and ask for what their policy is about refunds without a receipt. So you know what, ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what I did. I walked in, found the cashier, explained that my $60 bras broke in 3 months, and I did not have the receipt in the friendliest and kindest way possible. Because I know how much working in retail sucks. The lady said that she did need some proof of purchase and asked me what day I bought it on. She was so kind and lovely as well. I pulled out my phone, opened my banking app, I looked at the transaction 3 months ago, and found the date of the exact $60 purchase. I gave her the date, she tapped into the computer, and found the transaction on that date for $60 in the exact bra, color, and size as mine. She printed that off, scanned that, and refunded original purchase, all while a different attendant found the same bra in my size on the shelf and brought all 3 colors options for me in case I wanted a replacements in different color. I chose the original color, thanked both ladies for their amazing help, and walked out to the store with my new and non-defective bra. See, Mom, you can have a social interaction without belittling retail staff, acting like a know-it-all, and God forbid, demand to speak to the manager. Just be kind. Well, this story just fits perfectly with an old saying. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar, meaning that you will generally get better results from being nice than you will being rude. That's it for today, fellow humans. Thanks for watching. Dank Doggo appreciates your time. If you enjoy our content and want to see more of us, stay tuned and subscribe. Don't forget to smash that like button and ring the bell, or a doggo will cry. Also, you can always tell us your friendly neighbor doggo, your experiences in the comment section. I will catch up with you guys later in the next video.